Freddie Gibbs. I used to run into Freddie Gibbs. I remember I ran into him like a Complex Con. I'd run into him at clubs in LA and so forth. We would, we knew each other. We'd interact. We talk about doing an interview. We'd exchange numbers. He wouldn't hit me back. That's cool. No one's required to do an interview with me. I don't take it personally. But then I saw over the years, he would leave little disparaging comments. Like he'd be going on other people's Instagram page. Like if someone talked shit about me on another Instagram page, he'd come in the comments and laugh or talk some more shit.
That's what we call them.
Some dick riding shit. Right, exactly. So I guess with you two, on Everyday Struggle, did you call him irrelevant?
Okay. So first of all, and I just learned this, like I was kicking it with my family recently, and my brother one time, one of the first times I ever went to LA, back in 2017, Carl Cherry had invited me to a Spotify party. By the way, how interesting how the universe brings shit together 4 years later or 5 years later. And when I went there, my brother, so I'm kicking my brother last week and be like, yo, he's like, what's up with like you and Freddie? And I'm like, man, I don't know what this guy's problem. He's like, yo, do you know that you met Freddie? You and Freddie had a conversation. I had no idea, or maybe I just forgot. Freddie met me at a Carl Cherry party, which was a Spotify party, in 2017 on like a balcony, and he was trying to get me to smoke. He was like, yo, Ag, you should smoke this with me. I don't smoke. So I was like, nah. You know what I mean? And I remember people, I'm like, yo, it was, and again, I don't remember it that well, but he remembers it. Wayno, who also was with me, my brother calls Wayno, and Wayno says, Ag, don't you remember? He was trying to get you to smoke. Like, yo, y'all were chopping it up. Y'all were cool. I'm like, damn. For whatever reason, I don't remember it. I'm on Everyday Struggle. One of the reasons I believe I'm there is not only for my social media popularity, it's for me to just tell the truth. I feel like the media or current day media is all about just like straight dick riding. Like people don't tell the truth about, people who are beloved or people who they're cool with. And I wanted to break that mold. I want to, as much as I can, we all get a little bit influenced or possibly biased at times, but I wanted to just tell the truth. Freddie Gibbs was an individual who I defended when he had a rape charge in I can't remember. It might be
in Europe or something, right?
Somewhere in Europe.
Right.
And I defended him. I was like, yo, I'm looking at this story based on the media reports. Look like it's bullshit. I think he's getting a raw deal. It's a black guy who's out there. He's a rapper. They're just pinning everything on him. I hope it works out for him. I covered that story relentlessly. Did like 4 or 5 videos on it. He broke free from that case.
Yep.
I'm thinking, listen, at least if he never knew anything about me, he knows maybe I'm not the biggest fan of his music because I wasn't advocating for his music, but I was advocating for him being free because I felt it was fucked up. Now, not because I did that means I'm like you're a super fan or whatever the case is. I'm reserved and I want to stand in my opinion of telling the truth to the audience. The topic comes up on Everyday Struggle. And the topic was, he's had an issue with Young Jeezy. And he said because Jeezy has sold around 40,000 records that would.
Right. Jeezy originally signed Freddie Gibbs.
Yep.
They had a falling out at one point, and Freddie went on a tirade about Jeezy that lasted for years and years.
Yes. So the topic is Freddie Gibbs calls Jeezy irrelevant. Mm-hmm. Now, Freddie's last sales was around where Jeezy was selling at that time. So I made the obvious comment. I said, well, it's hard for me to agree with Freddie that Jeezy is irrelevant, given the fact that both of them are selling around the same range. If Jeezy is irrelevant, you are irrelevant as well.
Right. And to be fair, Jeezy, regardless of the sales of that particular album, Jeezy has a catalog. He is on legend status in hip hop. You cannot say he's just irrelevant.
It's Jeezy, man.
It's Jeezy. Oh. You know what I mean? You can love him, hate him, whatever.
It's Jeezy.
Jeezy shows up at a club and he's going to shut it down.
Imagine the motherfucker saying that Nas's project was just sold 22,000. Imagine somebody saying Nas is irrelevant.
Nas is irrelevant.
You're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But whatever.